Did you know Napoleon was once defeated by rabbits during a hunting trip gone wrong? Or that Cleopatra lived closer to the moon landing than to the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza? History is full of surprises. Let's explore 20 of the most fascinating ones. 20th on the list is Napoleon's strange encounter with rabbits during a hunting event in 1807. Instead of fleeing, the rabbits swarmed Napoleon and his men, forcing them to retreat. It was an unexpected and comical moment in history that even the great general couldn't escape. 19th on the list is the surprising fact that Cleopatra lived closer to the moon landing than to the construction of the Great Pyramid. While the pyramids were built around 2500 BC, Cleopatra ruled in the 1st century BC, just 2,000 years before the moon landing. This mind-bending timeline highlights how ancient the pyramids truly are. 18th on the list is the shortest war in history, which occurred between Britain and Zanzibar in 1896. Lasting only 38 minutes, the conflict began when Zanzibar's Sultan refused to abdicate as requested by Britain. After a brief bombardment, Zanzibar surrendered, marking the fastest military victory in recorded history. 17th on the list is Switzerland's law requiring guinea pigs to have a companion. Considered highly social animals, keeping just one guinea pig is deemed cruel under Swiss law. Owners even have the option to rent a companion guinea pig if one of theirs passes away. 16th on the list is the Great Emu War of 1932, where Australia declared war on emus damaging farmland. Armed soldiers attempted to reduce the emu population, but the birds proved too clever and swift. In the end, the emus won, leaving Australia with one of the strangest defeats in history. 15th on the list is the bizarre story of Pope Gregory IX declaring war on cats in the 13th century. He believed cats were associated with devil worship and ordered them to be exterminated. This mass culling of cats is thought to have contributed to the spread of the Black Plague, as rat populations soared without their natural predators. 14th on the list is the mystery of the dancing plague of 1518. In Strasbourg, dozens of people began dancing uncontrollably in the streets and couldn't stop, with some even dancing to their deaths. To this day, no one knows what caused this phenomenon: mass hysteria, poisoned food, or something even stranger. 13th on the list is the London beer flood of 1814. A giant vat of beer at a brewery exploded, releasing a tidal wave of beer into the streets. The flood caused several deaths and widespread chaos, making it one of history's strangest accidents. 12th on the list is the year without a summer in 1816. After a massive volcanic eruption, ash in the atmosphere caused temperatures to plummet worldwide. Crops failed, famine spread, and people believed the end of the world was near. 11th on the list is the exploding whale incident of 1970. In Oregon, a dead whale washed ashore, and authorities decided to dispose of it by using dynamite. The explosion sent chunks of whale blubber flying everywhere, damaging cars and terrifying onlookers, making it a cleanup effort no one could forget. 10th on the list is the War of the Stray Dog in 1925. A Greek soldier's dog crossed into Bulgarian territory, and when the soldier followed it, he was shot. This small incident escalated into an armed conflict between Greece and Bulgaria, claiming dozens of lives before international intervention. 9th on the list is the curious case of Phobos 2, a Soviet spacecraft that disappeared near Mars in 1989. Just before losing contact, it sent back an image of a mysterious shadow on the Martian surface. The incident remains unexplained, fueling speculation about extraterrestrial interference. 8th on the list is Peter the Great's tax on beards in 18th century Russia. To modernize his country, Peter required men to shave their beards or pay a tax for the privilege of keeping them. Those who paid the tax were given a beard token as proof of compliance, creating one of history's most peculiar tax systems. 7th on the list is the Eiffel Tower's surprising history as a billboard. In the early 20th century, the Eiffel Tower was rented out to display massive advertisements for a French car company. It became one of the largest and most unusual ad campaigns in history, transforming the iconic landmark into a giant marketing tool. 6th on the list is the bizarre fact that President Andrew Jackson had a parrot that was ejected from his funeral for swearing. Known for its colorful language, the parrot disrupted the solemn ceremony with profanity, leaving attendees both shocked and amused. 5th on the list is the case of the Salem tomato trial in 1820. When tomatoes were still believed to be poisonous, a man publicly ate a basket of them on the steps of a courthouse. To everyone's astonishment, he survived, helping to dispel the tomato's deadly reputation. Fourth on the list is the Great Stink of London in 1858. A heat wave caused the River Thames to reek so badly that it disrupted government operations. The smell was so unbearable that it led to a major overhaul of the city's sewer system. Third on the list is the Boston molasses disaster of 1919. A massive tank of molasses burst, unleashing a sticky wave that swept through the streets at 35 miles per hour. The disaster killed 21 people and injured over 150, leaving Boston literally in a sticky situation. Second on the list is the strange tale of the London Necropolis Railway. In the 19th century, a special train service was created to transport the deceased and their mourners from London to a massive cemetery outside the city. It was a practical yet eerie solution to the city's overcrowded graveyards, earning it the nickname the Death Train. Finally, at the top of the list is the story of the man who survived both atomic bombings in Japan. Tsutomu Yamaguchi was in Hiroshima during the first bombing in 1945 and managed to escape, only to arrive in Nagasaki just in time for the second bomb. Miraculously, he survived both blasts and lived to tell his incredible tale, becoming a symbol of resilience in the face of unimaginable disaster. History is full of surprises, and these stories prove just how strange, fascinating, and resilient humanity can be. Which of these facts amazed you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more mind-blowing history.